I was 250 pounds, now I'm 140 pounds, and I'm gonna tell you exactly how I lost the weight. Quick disclaimer, I am not a doctor or nutritionist. I am a fitness professional and have been in the industry for over 8 years. I just happen to have struggled with my weight. I always recommend for any change you make to your diet or your exercise routine, please check with your doctor. If you're new here, my name is Kara. I lost 110 pounds. It took me 2.5 years, and I've maintained my weight for the past year. And I'm here to tell you the story, and hopefully it motivates some of you to make the change and help with your weight loss journey. Quick backstory. My parents were all about ease. Easily getting food to us, which meant minimal cooking. We go to Chick-fil-A, we'll go to McDonald's, we'll go to the Mexican restaurant, quick box mac and cheese. Whatever was easy, that's what they did. And that set the tone with my relationship with food for the rest of my life until recently. My first problem with weight started when I was 15. I got pregnant and I gained an astronomical amount of weight. I started at 150 pounds and I was 192 pounds at the end of my pregnancy. Typically, pregnant women should only gain about 20 to 25 pounds according to Google, but I gained 42 pounds. It was pretty easy to get the weight off once I gave birth because I was young. I followed a calorie deficit, definitely under 8, and I exercised regularly. And after about a year or so, I was back down to 150, but I'm now a grown woman and those same things did not work. After I returned to that weight, I went into my senior year of high school and then off to college. And that's where the food inconsistency and those patterns, those unhealthy patterns really started to return. I definitely gained the college 30. So I went from 150 to 180 and it was just, foods everywhere. We're going to parties, we're having a good time. And I just ate and didn't care. I thought I looked great. I had a little butt on me. I was like, yes, I felt good. And it was awesome until it wasn't. Because again, I got pregnant in my senior year of college. And with that, I went from 180 to 225 pounds with my second child. So I was 225 pounds when I gave birth to my second child. And that was tough. I definitely looked at myself differently and I had to adjust. I tried to adjust to the weight and just say, hey, Kara, you may be that girl over 200 pounds and you need to accept it. But I was so uncomfortable. I tried different weight loss methods and I started with Weight Watchers and that got me down to about 200 pounds. But then I really had to kick it in high gear to say, okay, you got to do something different. What works? You definitely need to clean up your diet and eliminate those processed foods. So that's what I did. And with diet, exercise, plenty of strength training and walking, I was able to get to about 160 pounds, which was amazing. Of course, life happened. What does that mean? I went through a depression. I went through different things in my life and I ended up gaining weight a little bit until it was a lot of it and ended up at about 190 pounds average. And it was tough. I would do different yo-yo diets, try different methods, get down to 180, but I always would creep back up to that 190. And it was really hard. It was tough to manage a full-time wife, a full-time mom, trying to manage the household. It was really hard to maintain that weight and even try to lose weight or stick to anything because I was so used to that ease of putting food on the table and just making sure everyone's happy. So I continued to just go back to those unhealthy habits and nothing at all worked for me. Now let's fast forward to my last pregnancy. I got pregnant April 2019 and in December of 2019 I gave birth to my last child. I was 190 pounds at the start of my pregnancy and at the end of my pregnancy I was 250 pounds. 250 pounds. I could not even fathom being at that number, but I was there. I will tell you that it was probably the hardest thing to accept for me, that 250 pounds, but I just made it work. If you think about the date of the end of 2019 when I gave birth, and then let's just look at early 2020, you know what happened, everybody's favorite topic, COVID. So I was literally home from the time I gave birth to her for an entire year. We enjoyed all the foods, all the discounts, all the great time. Being with my family made me so happy. But a year after I had my daughter, I was still 250 pounds. I was not breastfeeding. I was active-ish, you know, not really, but I was 250 pounds and it's like I didn't care. I was depressed. I definitely had postpartum depression, but it was crazy that I was at that weight a year later. And typically that's not me. I like to try to look the best I can and be healthy for my kids and be an appropriate representation for them, but I was comfortable. Now let's talk about the breaking point and my aha moment. I had an interview. I had a size 16 pant in my closet. I go to put it on and I could not button the pants. So I immediately ran to the store to go buy that bigger size. But once I saw the size 18 and that number, it hit me like, Kara, what's going on? You've never been this size. What are you gonna do differently? And I did not let myself buy that size 18 pant. And that was my breaking point. I knew because I couldn't buy that bigger size, I had to make a change. In March of 2021, I decided to invest in Weight Watchers again and also combine that with Orange Theory. That worked for a little bit of time. I did the Weight Watchers for about, I'll say the whole year of 2021 and Orange Theory as well. And I only ended up losing about 35 pounds. I know that's great to a lot of people, but it wasn't good enough for me. That got me down to about 215 and I still had a long way to go. For reference, I am 5'8". So typically a healthy weight range is about 140 to 160 for my range, according to the BMI, but also I just didn't feel good and I wanted to make a change. Fast forward to the top of 2022, that's when I decided to do something differently. And this is where you should take out your pen and paper. At the top of 2022, that's where the real change began. I eliminated all processed foods and only shopped the outside skirts of the grocery store. So protein, dairy, fruits, and veggies. That was my main diet. I tracked everything I ate with MyFitnessPal. I measured everything I ate. I prioritized getting that water in, and I minimized fast food or eating out because of the amount of sodium that they do put in the food. Once I implemented that change, my weight just started to fall off. All of this while incorporating a daily walk of 30 minutes. Now, I will say it wasn't easy. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is the hardest thing I ever had to do, and it took me about a full month of getting through the diet change for me to really accept it. After that, I stopped craving chocolate or candy or ice cream, and I was able to just go with the flow. And on average, I was losing about 1.5 to 2 pounds a week, and it just started to fall off. Another thing that I did that helped me lose the weight was walking 30 minutes a day. That was huge, walking 30 minutes a day. I didn't think it was gonna be that impactful. I thought I had to go kill myself at another Orange Theory class or maybe at a boot camp, but walking truly helped me, along with some YouTube videos, like different weights that I could use or different strength training videos, like that really helped too. But I didn't have to pay for a gym membership. I just got outside and walked and changed my diet, and the weight started to fall off. Quick reminder, I started Weight Watchers in March of 2021. At the end of 2021, December, I had lost 35 pounds. So that takes me to 215. Fast forward to January 2022, and my goal weight was reached September 2023, and I lost those 65 pounds over the course of a year and a half. How have I maintained my weight for the past year? I'm gonna keep it simple, and I'll do a longer video in the future. I've maintained those same eating habits, still walking 30 minutes a day, along with definitely having my treat meals and trying to balance them out. And so far, it's kept the weight off beautifully. I truly hope this video was helpful for you wherever you are in your weight loss journey. I did create an ebook specifically with the exact plan that I followed to lose the weight. It does include a grocery list. It tells you what exactly I did. It tells you the tools that you need, the apps you need to download. It gives you sample meal plans and workout options as well. It's worked for several of my clients, and I strongly encourage you to grab your copy now. It is inserted in the link in my bio. I will be back for future videos. If you enjoy these videos and you want to continue your motivation on your weight loss journey, definitely like and subscribe, and I will be back with more tips to help you in your weight loss journey. See ya.